Each corker here a cosintach tanneart Peter takes the yellow of east. Agus rompu quintasach leontán again Lindsay Pease.
And it's Kevin Hughes. Kevin Hughes on the turn. That's a great score from Kevin Hughes.
Towards McGleenan, judged beautifully, however, by Tony Scáileáin, one of the best cornerbacks in the business.
That's a good catch. Richie Power finishes. Another one for Richie Power.
Here again, that's good defending. She really is a superb centre half back.
George O'Connor trying to lift the ball. Not getting it. It comes away by Pat Critchley. Pat Critchley.
There's a chance here for Tony Griffin. Goal number 4 on its way.
Here's Alan Kearns. Awkward angle. And it's gone over the bar.
My wife now, Siobhan, but she was my girlfriend then. Whenever she came home from work, she'd have came with me because I didn't want to cross that border myself late at night again after what I experienced before. That's what we lived through. See, I can remember, I remember going to work van to Derry and they'd been asking, where are you going to? And we'd have said, we're going to Derry. They didn't like us saying that. So we were pulled in. They were looking at us to say something else. But it'll always be Derry with me from the day I was born. And it'll be Derry to the day I die.
I ended up going down to Austin and spending a day with him in Texas, and he's home, and one of the first things he asked me is, do you have bikes? And I said, I have a mountain bike that I'm training on. He said, you're not going to get across Canada on a mountain bike. So then we were able to get good bikes, supplies, everything like that, and that was the turning point, because then Lance started talking to people about this Irish guy.
We wish him well. He says it's not going to be any problem, but he's a hurler, so I don't know. Anyways, good luck, buddy.
Thanks, Lance. Thanks.
They're tough lessons, and you can't dwell on it. You can't get swallowed in the despair of losing friends and family members.
Gives them real purpose to look out for each other. Their bond is totally unbreakable, totally unbreakable.
Sinan cinil glé an nascan tú go jaw.
They had thought to themselves now that tragedies, hard times, that kind of thing was hopefully mainly all behind them.
First thoughts is always, why is this happening again? Why us? Why? You get asked all the time, how do you get through it?
My first impressions of her as a basketballer was she was just out of control.
Bhí mé sais aglach nuair bhí sigimart I gcuine Lindsay.
You have no idea how fiery she is, honestly. And if she got frustrated, she'd take out her frustration. And that could end up, as it did numerous times, with the ball being kicked from one end of the gym to the other.
Lindsay Pete shows us a bit of football style. That's her fifth foul.
And I go, Lindsay, you have to stop kicking the balls. Like, they're €90 each.
Sometimes I can be so pumped for a game and I channel it in the wrong way, but I got a few pats in the ass just to say, calm it down, so.
It's like I turn into the Hulk, to be honest. I just have this irrational behaviour and I just wouldn't. I got a double technical one of the times, and you're meant to leave the gym. And I was just so bold and I went up to the balcony and I was cheering down, and it wasn't great behaviours in the early days, to be fair.
Yeah, this Paul's funeral mass and clippings of the funeral as well. It was a huge funeral. Over 2,000 people at the funeral. To me, it's very hazy memories of that week and all of that. Just a more recent great shot of Paul here. Just the more recent, Dermot Crowe did a piece on it that time has helped to ease the pain of loss for Paul's family and friends and his teammates. I suppose for myself as well.
So I've just got offered a slot for the World Championships in Hawaii, which I'm so excited about. So I'm kind of doing 2 weight trainings, 2 runs, 2 swims, 2 bikes a week. I'm not afraid of the training, you know, that never bothers me, and that probably comes from the camogie and the little bit of toughness and determination. Some call it stubbornness. I think determined is a much nicer word.
You're flying it, absolutely flying it. Yeah, it's very calm out there today.
It's like somebody ringing you up at home, you're playing club hurling, someone rings you up and say, hey, will you line out for tip in the All-Ireland in Croke Park in September? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I will.
All people see is what you're doing on the field, and they've no idea about your private life.
For me at that stage, hurling was an escape. I was using the pitch and using training as a way and means of getting away from my addiction. You tend to put on this persona and this face that everything is fine, but really inside you're crumbling. It took for me to hit rock bottom to be honest for the first time in a long time.
Jack used to stay with us. He came at the height of his fame because he was probably too famous to stay in a hotel. He didn't like, he liked the privacy. And, you know, I remember the first day he came, we were all out playing soccer.
We were huge anticipation, you know, huge. And me and my brother Mark were up the front garden and showing off our soccer skills and pretend, just waiting for him to come in the door so he might pick us or he might put us to England or something like that. He used to drop us to school. We thought we were the bees and E's, you know, Jack Tarleton dropping us to primary school. He was full of mischief. I remember one day there was a couple from Athlone staying, and he came into the kitchen and said, Jan, you're stressed out trying to get the 5 kids after school. Here, show me those plates. And he went in and served them their breakfast. And they looked up and said, wow, Jack. So they got an awful shop. That's the kind of messer he was as well, you know. Very fond memories of Jack.
I would argue with anyone, probably the most talented hurler I've ever come across.
Spáintí do mná agus do chalíní óga gur féidir a bheith láidir, gur féidir a bheith go maith ag gclár spórt éagsúla.
He had that energy and that speed and pace and that kind of bit of dash about him. When he was on fire, like, he would incinerate the place.
If ever anybody were to say a bad word about him, you know, there would be an army of people to stand up for him.
Bhí si anna glórmhar an bpáirc, beidh tú báir ag deir an cluiche an méide sa bhí si ag bécha.
Few people appreciated their county career as what Tony Scullion did.
Le deasa sé a báice san í haspáin sé prídas na tréas san ina bpáirc.
Caitheann sé a héal ar fad ag iarraí saol daoine thar timpeall a chur a bheabhas.